Hello students, in the last class we have discussed about the basics of the polynomials. That means what is a polynomial, what are the conditions for an algebraic expression to be a polynomial, and what are the types of polynomial: linear, quadratic, cubic and biquadratic. Then depending on the number of terms we have studied that the polynomials can be classified as monomial, binomial, trinomial, quadrinomial and so on. So we have discussed all these things in our previous class. Now we are going to start the next topic, that is value of a polynomial. Value of a polynomial. Okay. So what is the meaning of value of a polynomial? Let us suppose we have given a polynomial fx is equal to x square plus 2x plus 3. This is a polynomial in terms of variable x. Here x is a variable. So this polynomial is in terms of variable x. Now if you have to find the value of this polynomial, then we will be given with the value of x, because we have already discussed that there are two things: constant and variables. Variables are those particular terms in which we assign some numerical value. So if we consider, or if it is given that if x is equal to suppose 1, okay, if x is equal to 1 and it is asked that find the value of this polynomial at x is equal to 1. So the question is given, find value of fx at x is equal to 1. So what we will write? We will write here at x is equal to 1, and at the place of x in this equation we will put the value 1. So it can be written as f of 1, f1. It will be equal to, at all the places of x, put the value of x equal to 1. So it will be 1 square plus 2x. At the place of x it will be 1 and plus 3. So what will be the answer? It will be 1 plus 2 plus 3, that will be equal to 6. It means the value of this polynomial at x is equal to 1 is 6. If it is asked find the value of this polynomial at x is equal to minus 2, find the value of this polynomial at x is equal to minus 2, then we will write it as f of minus 2 is equal to, at the place of x we will write minus 2, it will be minus 2 square plus 2 into minus 2 plus 3. It will be 4 minus 4 plus 3. 2 square minus 2 square will be plus 4. 2 into minus 2 will be minus 4 and it is plus 3. So this 4 and 4 will be cancelled out and the value of this polynomial will be 3. Okay. So what is the meaning of value of a polynomial? Value of a polynomial is that particular value which, if we are given any value of the variable and by putting the value of that variable in the given polynomial, whatever we obtained, this term is known as the value of the polynomial. For example, in this question, when we put the value of x is equal to 1, then by putting x is equal to 1, we obtain 6. So 6 is the value of this polynomial. Similarly, if we put x is equal to minus 2, then we obtain the value of fx is equal to 3. So 3 is the value of this polynomial at x is equal to minus 2. Okay. So what does it mean? It means the value of a polynomial depends on the variable x. Value depends on variable. Whatever is the variable. If the variable is x, then the value will depend on x. If variable is y, then the value will depend on y. You have to just put the value of that variable and you will get the value of the polynomial. Okay. So it is the meaning of value of a polynomial. Now the most important term in the polynomial, which is generally used, and it will be used in class 9th as well as in class 10th also, that term is zero of a polynomial. Zero of a polynomial, or it is also known as roots of a polynomial. Zeros of a polynomial or roots of a polynomial. So what is the meaning of zeros or roots of a polynomial? Let us take another example. Suppose we have given a linear polynomial fx is equal to x plus 1. Okay, we have given a polynomial. It is a linear polynomial because its degree is 1. So it is a linear polynomial. So fx is equal to x plus 1. Now, if x is equal to minus 1, if we take the value of x is equal to minus 1, then what will be the value of this polynomial? The value will be f of minus 1 is equal to minus 1 plus 1. That will be equal to 0. Okay. So, whenever by putting the value of a variable in the given polynomial, the value of whole of the polynomial comes out to be 0. Then that variable, that particular value of the variable is known as 0 of the polynomial or roots of the polynomial. Understood? What is the 0 of a polynomial? The value of the variable which on putting in a given polynomial makes the value of the polynomial is equal to 0. Then that value of the variable is known as 0 of the polynomial. It means here x is equal to minus 1 is a 0 or root of given polynomial. Understood? So if we write the definition, so what will be the definition of the 0? The definition is the value of variable, the value of variable in a polynomial by putting which in the given polynomial the value of a variable in a polynomial by putting which in the given polynomial value of polynomial becomes 0, then value of variable is called 0 of polynomial or the roots of the polynomial. Okay, so the value of variable x or the variable y, any variable may be there. So the value of x, y or z, any variable in the given polynomial by putting which in the given polynomial makes the value of the polynomial 0. Then that particular value of variable is known as 0 of the polynomial. Clear? So it is the definition of polynomial. Note it down. Now, in any polynomial, how many roots or zeros can be there? So it depends on number of zeros or roots in a polynomial, number of zeros or the roots in a polynomial depends on degree of the polynomial. Number of zeros or root in a polynomial depends on the degree of the polynomial. Means the number of zeros are always equal to the degree of the polynomial. Number of zeros is equal to degree of polynomial. Okay, or we can say number of zeros are less than equal to degree of polynomial. In any polynomial, number of zeros can never be greater than degree of the polynomial. It will be always equal to degree or maybe less than the degree of the polynomial, but can never be greater than the degree of the polynomial. Okay, for example, for a quadratic polynomial, so number of zeros will be less than equal to 2, because the degree of a quadratic polynomial is 2, so the number of zeros may be 2 or less than 2, but can never be greater than 2. So you have to remember this thing also. The number of zeros are always less than or equal to degree of the polynomial. Okay, so note it down. Now the question is, how will you find the zeros of a polynomial? We understand about the zero of the polynomial. We know what is the zero. But how will you find the zero of a polynomial? So, come to that point. How to find zeros of a polynomial? How to find zeros of a polynomial? So to find the zero of a polynomial, if we have given any polynomial fx, then put this polynomial is equal to 0. Put fx is equal to 0. And then calculate the value of variable. First thing is, you will put fx is equal to 0, because we know that what is the 0? 0 is that value which on putting in the polynomial makes the polynomial 0. So if you put the value of polynomial equal to 0, then we will get the value of variable. Simple. So we will just put the polynomial is equal to 0 and we will calculate the value of variable. That will be the zero of a polynomial. That will be the zero of the polynomial. For example, if you have given a function polynomial fx is equal to x minus 3. Okay, we have given fx is equal to x minus 3. Find zeros of this polynomial. So the polynomial is fx is equal to x minus 3 and we have to find the zeros of this polynomial. Then what we will do? We will put fx is equal to 0. That means x minus 3 is equal to 0, or the value of x will be equal to 3. So x is equal to 3 is a zero of polynomial. X is equal to 3 is the zero of this polynomial. And if it is asked that how many zeros will be there, how many zeros for this polynomial are possible, so the degree of this polynomial is 1. It means it may have at most 1 zero. Okay, not more than 1. It may have 1 0 or 0 0. But the zeros can never be greater than 1 in this condition. So we are getting only one zero, that is x is equal to 3. Okay, so it is the concept to find the zero of a polynomial. What you have to do, you have to just put the polynomial is equal to 0 and then calculate for the variable x. The value of x will itself be a 0 or the root of that polynomial. Okay, let us take another example. If you have given a polynomial fx is equal to x square minus 4, it is a quadratic polynomial and you have to find its zeros or roots. Then what we have to do? We have to put this polynomial is equal to 0. Now we have to solve this term. So for solving such type of problems, what we will do? We will use the identity. It will be x square minus 2 square is equal to 0. Or it can be written as x plus 2 and x minus 2 is equal to 0. So now there are two factors, x plus 2 and x minus 2 is equal to 0. So we will put each of them is equal to 0. We will get x plus 2. When we put x plus 2 equal to 0, then x will be equal to minus 2. And when x minus 2 is taken equal to 0, then x will be equal to 2. So these are the two answers. X is equal to minus 2 and x is equal to 2 are the two zeros of this polynomial. Okay, and we know that the degree is 2, so the maximum 0 will be 2, and these are the two zeros. X is equal to minus 2 and x is equal to 2 are the two zeros of this polynomial. Okay, this polynomial cannot have 0 greater than 2. Understood? So in this way we can find the zeros of a polynomial. It is easier to find the zero of linear polynomial, but in case of quadratic polynomial, we will go by the method of factorization, which you have studied in your previous classes also. So we will discuss the factorization also in this chapter. But before that, we have to understood about zeros and how to find the zeros. Now let us solve some questions based on this concept: values of the polynomial and zeros of the polynomial. Suppose we have given a question. If fx is equal to 2x cube minus 13x square plus 17x plus 12. Okay, we have given a polynomial fx is equal to 2x cube minus 13x square plus 17x plus 12. Then we have to find its value at first part x is equal to 1 and second part is x is equal to minus 3. We have to find the value of this polynomial at x is equal to 1 and x is equal to minus 3. So starting with the first part, how will we find the value of a polynomial? We just put the value of variable in the given polynomial and that is the value of the polynomial. So put x is equal to 1. So at x is equal to 1, the value will be f of 1. And at the places of x, we will put the value 1. So we will get 2 into 1 cube minus 13 into 1 square plus 17 into 1 plus 12. So it will be 1 cube will be 1, that will be 2 into 1, 2, minus 13 plus 17 and plus 12. Now we can calculate it. It will be 17 plus 12, 29 plus 2, 31 minus 13. It will be 18. So the value of this polynomial at x is equal to 1 is 18. Similarly, we can find the value of this polynomial at x is equal to minus 3. It will be f of minus 3, which will be equal to, now putting x is equal to minus 3, so it will be minus 3 whole cube minus 13 into minus 3 whole square plus 17 into minus 3 plus 12. Now in such type of problems where there is a negative sign, then you have to take care of the sign also. You know that whenever there is a negative sign and the power is even, then that negative sign will be converted to the positive. And whenever the power of a negative sign is odd, then it will be always negative. So here it is minus 3. So minus cube will be minus, and 3 cube is 3 3s are 9 3s are 27. So it will be minus 2 into 27. This minus sign will be taken out. It will be minus 2 into 3 cube is 27. Similarly here it is minus 13 into minus 3 square will be plus 3. So it will be plus 3. 17 into minus 3, it will be minus 51. So plus and minus will be converted to minus. Minus 51 and plus 12. Now you can solve it easily. It will be minus 54, minus 39, minus 51 and plus 12. Now solve it and find the value of this polynomial. Sorry, there is a mistake. Minus 3 square will be 9 plus 9. So 13 9s are 117. It will be 117. Now you can calculate it and you can find the value. So it will be equal to minus 210. Okay. So note it down. In this way you can find the value of a polynomial. If whatever polynomial you have given, and you have to just put the value of variable and you will get the value of the polynomial. Now coming to the second type of question which is generally asked, you have to verify. You will be given some values of the variable and you have to verify that these particular values are 0 of that polynomial or not. So suppose we have given a question, verify that 2 and minus 3. Verify that 2 and minus 3 are zeros of polynomial, and you have given the polynomial px is equal to x square plus x minus 6. Okay, now you have to verify that 2 and minus 3 are the zeros of this polynomial. So for verification, as we already know, what is the 0 of the polynomial? 0 is that value of variable which on putting in the given polynomial makes the value of polynomial is equal to 0. It means if 2 is the 0 of this polynomial, then on putting 2 in this polynomial, the value of this px should be equal to 0. Similarly, if minus 3 is the 0 of this polynomial, then on putting minus 3 in this polynomial, the value of polynomial should be 0. So we have to verify that 2 and minus 3 are the zeros of polynomial. So what we will write? If 2 and minus 3 are zeros, then p of 2 should be equal to 0 and p of minus 3 should be equal to 0. Means by putting 2 in this polynomial and by putting minus 3 in this polynomial, both the values should be 0. So let us verify with p of 2. So p of 2 is equal to 2 square. We are putting the value in the polynomial. It is 2 square plus 2 minus 6. So it will be 4 plus 2 minus 6. 4 plus 2 is 6 and 6 minus 6 is 0. It means P of 2 is coming to be 0. Okay. So what we will write? Now we will write it here. Answer. Since P of 2 is equal to 0, it means x is equal to 2 is a 0 of given polynomial. Okay. Similarly, we can solve for minus 3 also. Now we are finding P of minus 3. So it will be minus 3 square plus minus 3 and minus 6. It will be minus 3 square will be plus 9 minus 3 and minus 6, which will be equal to 0 again. So again we will write the same thing. Since P of minus 3 is equal to 0, so x is equal to minus 3 is a 0 of given polynomial. Okay. So it is the second type of question. First type is you have to find the value of the polynomial just by putting the value of variable. Second thing is that you have to verify that this particular value of x is the 0 of this polynomial or not. So we know that the 0 means putting the value of variable in the polynomial, the value of polynomial becomes 0. So we will verify by putting that value, and if it is coming out to be 0, it means x is equal to 2 is the 0 of the polynomial. Similarly, by putting x is equal to minus 3, if it is coming out to be 0, it means x is equal to minus 3 is the 0 of a polynomial. Understood? So note it down. Now coming to the next question, we have given, this is the third type of question. If x is equal to 2, if x is equal to 2 is root of polynomial fx is equal to 2x square minus 3x plus 7a. If x is a root of polynomial, fx is equal to 2x square minus 3x plus 7a. Then find the value of a. Okay, now this is a very important type of question. So how will you find the value of a? As we have already discussed, the value of x is equal to 2 is root of this polynomial. And what is the meaning of root? Root or 0 are the same thing. It means by putting x is equal to 2 in this equation, the value of the polynomial should be equal to 0. Because it is the root. Root or 0 are same thing. So if x is equal to 2 is a 0 of this polynomial, then by putting x is equal to 2 in this polynomial, the value will be equal to 0. So whenever an unknown is given in the polynomial and we have to find the value of that unknown and a 0 will be given, then we will put the value of that variable and put it is equal to 0. Since it is a 0 of the polynomial, so value of what you will write? Since x is equal to 2 is a 0 of polynomial, it means f of 2 will be equal to 0. Since x is equal to 2 is a 0 of this polynomial, so f of 2 will be equal to 0. Now putting the value of x is equal to 2, we will get f of 2 is equal to 2 into 2 square minus 3 into 2 plus 7a, and it is equal to 0. Now we can solve this term. We will get 2 and 2 square is 4. 2 2s are 4, 2s are 8. Minus 3 into 2 will be 6 plus 7a is equal to 0. So we will get 2 plus 7a is equal to 0, or it can be written as 7a is equal to minus 2, or the value of a is equal to minus 2 upon 7. It will be our answer. Okay. So whenever the value of an unknown is asked and you have given a 0, then put that value of the 0 and put equal to 0. you will get the value of unknown. Understood? Copy it. Now let us solve one more question of this type. If x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 0, if x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 0 are roots of the polynomial, fx is equal to 2x cube minus 5x square plus ax plus b, then find the value of a and b. Find a and b. Now this is the question. Now in this equation there are two unknowns, a and b, and you have given two zeros of the polynomial or two roots of this polynomial. Okay, so we will solve in the same way. Since x is equal to 2 is the root of the polynomial, it means f of 2 will be equal to 0 and x is equal to 0 is also the root of this polynomial. It means f of 0 will also be equal to 0. Okay, so first we will solve by putting x is equal to 2. So we will get f of 2 is equal to 2 into 2 cube minus 5 into 2 square plus a into 2 plus b is equal to 0. Putting the value of x is equal to 2 and this value of the polynomial is equal to 0. Since this 2 is the 0 of the polynomial. Now solving it. So 2 cube is 8 and 8 2s are 16 minus 2 2s are 4, 5s are 20 plus 2a plus b is equal to 0. Now this will be minus 4 plus 2a plus b is equal to 0. Or we can write it as 2a plus b is equal to 4. Taking 4 to the right hand side. So we get an equation. Let us take this equation as equation number 1. 2a plus b is equal to 4. So we get this equation by putting x is equal to 2 in the given equation. Okay. Similarly, by putting x is equal to 0 at the place of x, now we are putting 0 and the value should also be 0. So f0 will be equal to 2 into 0 cube minus 5 into 0 square plus a into 0 plus b, and it should be equal to 0. So this term will be 0, this will also be 0, this will also be 0. So by solving it, we will get b is equal to 0. All these terms will be 0, only b will be remaining and b will be equal to 0. This is equation number 2. And we get the answer of b also. We have to find a and b, so we get the value of b is equal to 0. Now if we put the value of b from equation 2 in equation 1. Now put value of b from equation 2 in equation 1. So if we put b equal to 0 in this equation, we will get 2a plus 0 is equal to 4. It means a will be equal to 4 upon 2, that will be 2. Means a is equal to 2 and b is equal to 0. It is our answer. Okay. So these are some important type of question. Whenever you will given the roots and you have to find the value of unknowns. So you just put the value of polynomial equal to 0 and you will get the values of unknown. So these are some basic type of questions on the zeros of the polynomial, values of the polynomial, and to verify a given number to be the zero of a polynomial. Now let us solve one more question. If you have to find the zero of a polynomial, find zeros of given polynomial. Find zeros of given polynomials. You have given first polynomial as px is equal to cx plus d. Second polynomial you have given fx is equal to ax. Third polynomial you have given fx is equal to mx plus pi. Okay, so you have to find the zeros of these three polynomials. So first part, let us start. I already told you what is the method to find the zeros of a polynomial. Zero means the value of polynomial should be equal to 0. So whenever we have to find the zero of the polynomial, then put the polynomial equal to 0. So if we put cx plus d is equal to 0, then what we will get? It will be cx is equal to minus d, or the value of x will be equal to minus d upon c. It means x is equal to minus d upon c is a 0. It is our answer of the first part. Similarly, in the second part, what will be the 0? So put ax is equal to 0. So the value of x will be equal to 0 upon a. That will be also 0. It means x is equal to 0 is our answer. X is equal to 0 is the 0 of this polynomial. Similarly, in the third part, what is given? Mx plus pi. Okay, pi is a constant. So put it equal to 0. We will get mx is equal to minus pi, or x will be equal to minus pi upon m. And this will be the answer. X is equal to minus pi upon m is the 0 of this polynomial. So in this way, you can find the zeros of a polynomial by putting the polynomial is equal to 0. Means the value of the polynomial should be equal to 0. Then at that point, the value of variable will be 0 of that polynomial. Okay. Now I am giving one more question which you have to solve yourself. The question is, if x is equal to 4 upon 3, is the root of polynomial and polynomial is given fx is equal to 6x cube minus 11x square plus kx minus 20. Okay, if x is equal to 4 by 3 is root of this polynomial, fx is equal to this, then find the value of k. Find value of k. So you have to solve this question yourself. I am giving you answer. Answer is k is equal to, you will get your answer, k is equal to 19. So you have to solve this question yourself. Okay, so today we have discussed about values of the polynomial, zeros of the polynomial, how to find the zero of the polynomial, and how to verify a given variable is a value of a polynomial, given variable is a zero of the polynomial or not. Okay, so today we have discussed all these things. Now from the next video, we will proceed further. So you have to solve this question yourself.